The acronym OMAD stands for one meal a day, and it is essentially an extreme form of intermittent fasting. Whereas most people who fast tend to stick to an 8 or 4 hour eating window, OMAD is typically a 1 hour eating window and a 23-hour fasting period. Some notable people who claim to practice or have practiced OMAD include Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter, Herschel Walker, Peter Attia, the late great Greg Plitt, RIP, and even this dude I found on YouTube who speaks like he's a fucking oracle or something.
You only eat once a day.
That is so.
Most people tend to use the diet for weight loss, but there are various other health claims, such as improved ability to focus, in part due to the supposed avoidance of the postprandial dip, higher growth hormone levels, supposedly leading to improvements in body composition, plus all the other typical things that you hear about fasting in general. Personally, I think it sounds like a terrible idea, so I'm gonna do it.
So I wasn't actually gonna do this video, mainly just because I enjoy snacks thoroughly, and I feel like a life without snacks would be probably just pretty barren and pointless. However, I went for a meal the other night and one thing led to another. I ended up eating way more than I should have. Stopped off an Aldi on the way home. There was a lot of cake involved, moderate amounts of shame involved. To cut a long story short, the next day I decided to push my first meal back a little bit. And then I ended up going to the gym before I'd eaten anything. And before I knew it, it was 5 PM and I hadn't eaten a single thing. And I was like, hang on a minute, you're already doing this video? It was at that point that I realized life's about opportunities, man. And you gotta seize those fucking opportunities. And I would never have a better opportunity to do this stupid ass video than right now, because I was already a 1/7 of the way through it. And so that's how we got here. We're doing it.
So people, how we doing? So I had my meal in MyFitnessPal all ready to go. I'd planned out what I was going to eat, and then my mate messaged me asking if I wanted to go for food tonight. So instead I am going out for Lebanese, baby, please. I'll show you what I get, but nothing major to report. It's easy, mate. I'll show you the Lebanese in a bit.
Do you want a hummus dip?
Yeah.
Get a hummus dip.
Well, mate, yeah, whatever you want. I'll have lemon.
Day 3, and I think this is going to be the most difficult day so far. So I thought it'd get easier, but first 2 days weren't too bad. It's now like, it's 12:19. I'm hungry, man. I'm gonna try and push it back as far as possible today. I think I'm usually safe if I eat around 6-ish or later, then I can make it to the end of the day. Going bed early also helps, and also going to the gym when you start to get hungry, because I find that as soon as you start training, the hunger just goes, which means it's probably not real hunger. It's probably just like, I think a lot of it is habitual hunger. Like it hits 11 and my stomach's saying, what's happening, lad? When the egg white's turning up, like, you know what I mean? I'll show you my meal later. I'm gonna go to the gym soon anyways. I might show you that as well. Yo, by the way, Rise are giving away a complete home gym for Black Friday. There will be details of the giveaway competition in the description of the video, so check it out. Apparently it's worth over $10,000.
$1 million!
And you can enter from anywhere in the world. So I'll tell you what I'm having tonight. Main course is going to be a large chicken breast, 250 grams, mate. Some greens, I've got tender stems, some bok choy, 200 grams of white rice, and then I'm gonna dress it up with soy, sesame oil, a bit of sriracha. For dessert, a plain bagel with 35 grams of peanut butter, a apple, 200 grams of dates, and then we're finishing off to make protein up with a 60-gram bulk powdered salted caramel shake with almond milk. That takes me to about 2,500 calories, just over, and I'm not cutting or bulking or aiming for, I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna eat to appetite. I think that's probably as much as I can stomach in one actual sitting. So we'll just see what happens to my weight at the end of the week. Right, we are on course 1. I am out fucking rageously hungry. Check that shit. This is a big plate. This is not a normal sized plate, right? 200 grams of rice does not go very far, right? See you later. I'm gonna eat this shit, right? Alright, course 2, we got salted caramel. That is a belting flavour, by the way. Thick shake, mate. Sludge, protein sludge. We also got bagel. It's not gonna focus because it's focusing on my face, mate. So this is it, and then we're finishing up with some dates, and then we're fucking done for the day, mate. Easy, easy. Daddles, Medjool daddles. Unreal, mate. I'm full, very full. See you tomorrow. Alright, just walking back from the gym, day 4. Tell you what, shit does not get easier, man. I am more hungry than I've ever, than I can remember being. I need to get home and eat soon. I'm gonna try a little bit of a different tack today. I'm gonna, instead of having 1 or 2 like courses, meals, I'm gonna have quite a few more. Because I've got a load of bits and bobs that I just want to eat. I'm gonna have to try and eat more as well. I think yesterday, or the past couple of days, I've been hitting about 2,500 calories because that's just like kind of where I'm maxing out in one sitting. But I got hungry so early today. It was fucking difficult, mate. So I'm gonna try and push it a bit higher if possible. Eggs. Fucking getting me. Alright, first course. Wow. I went with eggs and egg whites because I'm wasting away. I need protein immediately, mate. Fucking love cottage cheese on toast. Goes well with broccoli as well. Cottage cheese. Doesn't really, I'm only messing with. Alright, maybe this wasn't such a good idea because I'm pushing it for time on the hour limit. Anyway, I've got a big bowl of porridge on the stove because I'm down on carbs. Apple, I'm gonna throw some blueberries in the porridge. So far, before all this, I'm on 104 protein, 59 carbs, 33 fat, so got some making up to do. I don't know what I'm gonna eat after this, but it's gonna have to be fucking quick, mate, because we've got like 25 minutes left. Alright, this is gonna fill the gap, mate. We got 120 grams of oats, 150 grams of bloobs, mate. Yes, yes. I fucked it here. I chose foods that were too filling, and I'm on 1,500 calories, and I'm not making 2,500, and that should be my minimum. I should be eating more than 2. I should be eating like 3 if I want to maintain. But I can't do it, man. That was a terrible cottage cheese on toast times 3 plus oats. That was a terrible idea, mate. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up with the shakes just to get me protein intake up there and go to bed massively under calories, but fuck it. I'll do better tomorrow. And I did do much better for overall calories and macros in the next couple of days, although I ran over by about 20 minutes to an hour and 20 eating window on one of them, so technically I failed that one. The hardest thing is getting enough variety in, because you end up having large portions of a few things rather than normal portions of more things, if that even makes sense. Anyway, day 7 came around fast. Okay then. Oh, shit. It is day 7. This is meal 7. Isn't it weird? Like I've only had 7 meals in a week. That's fucked up. I think I saved the best to last though. I am excited for this. I go right to left. So we got rocket, beetroot, avocado, tomatoes, and then some balsamic and olive oil. Bit of salad to start. Then we got a big ciabatta with turkey, ham, rocket, and Dijonnaise, so Dijon mustard and mayonnaise. And to finish, we got cinnamon raisin bagel, focus, with peanut butter and banana. I am hungry as fuck. I'm having today's meal a little bit earlier than usual, just because I figured I'd like film one while there's some actual daylight. So I'm gonna get YouTube up, watch some shit, get through this. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick, brief summary slash discussion slash evaluation of the results of this 1 week eating one meal a day. So, general overarching thoughts. It's not great, like, there wasn't many, if any, positives that I can actually think of. A couple of the things that I'd heard people talk about and proposed kind of benefits that people were, you know, saying they experienced, I was kind of waiting for those to happen, and it just never really happened. Like, some people have said that because breakfast isn't an option, lunch isn't an option, you're not thinking about snacks and stuff, that not having to consider all of those meals and what you're gonna have and all this kind of shit kind of like frees up a bit of mental space so you can crack on with the rest of your shit you've got to think about and be more productive or whatever. I mean, how much time do you really spend thinking about breakfast? You know what I mean? I just go to the fridge and pull some eggs out. It's not, I don't think that's a massive like burden on my like mental expenditure throughout the day. So I didn't really see any benefit of that. You know, it's not like it's like, oh fuck, it's lunchtime, I better go kill a mammoth, like, or better go forage for some berries. Not really much effort for most people, is it? So I don't really. And also, we do have this biological mechanism called hunger, which after a while, once you get past habitual hunger and onto like real, actual, genuine hunger, that is saying, you better think about food now. It's your stomach saying to your brain, hey, listen, don't forget about food, you know. And so you actually do end up thinking about it anyway when you get properly hungry, so that's kind of bullshit. Some people did say that they were able to concentrate better when fasted. Now I think that might be true to an extent, but again, similar to the last point, like once hunger kicks in, it's pretty hard. Like once you're genuinely fucking crying out for nutrients and shit, and like, you know, you're wasting away, losing all your gains, it's very hard to concentrate because you're just like, I got to this point like a couple of days where it was like semi like shaky, and I was like, shit, I just need calories immediately, mate. This is not great for gains, man. So that's bullshit as well. I also read that it can take up to 2 to 3 weeks before you start feeling the real benefits of that kind of fasting. And I thought to myself, like, if something can take like 2 to 3 weeks of being shit before it gets good, it's probably not actually good. You know what I mean? Like maybe when it gets good, that's just in comparison to how shit the last 3 weeks were. What was good really? Not that much. I suppose it's just a bit of an exercise in self-control, but again, there are many ways to train your self-control and to practice, you know, implementing a good level of self-control. I'm sure there are productive ways to do that, such as instead of like one that is based on abstinence, like abstaining from meals for 23 hours a day, you could do something that like where you force yourself to do something positive every day or something, you know what I mean? Meditate for a fucking, or read or stretch or do some shit, you know? So overall, I think it's bullshit, and I think that like it comes down to this, right? A lot of people are just a little bit weird and trying to cling on to something to make themselves look cool. I mean, like, we all are, that's true to some extent for everybody, right? But you just cling on to different shit, and like, there's obviously different levels of weirdness. Like I feel like I'm just manageable levels of weird, but some people who do this shit are, you know, they're fucking high-end spectrum weird, like off the fucking charts, mate. So I won't be doing this shit again anyway. I'll be thinking of better shit to do. Again, if you have good suggestions, let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Later.
Jordy Lenny is my hero.